Magbilu ara, Rashi. Kishetav'uhu hayitomim, when they ask him for the note, Yifra lahen karka. He'll pay them the karka, b'dmei hama'ot, for the value of the money. V'hadar gavi la minayu. Then he'll collect it for them, b'shvil hariyut avihem, for the hariyut of the father. V'lomatzu l'meimar, they can't say, Lo yarashnu karka zeh me'avinu. Ela, this is new property. It's not shayach to the liens of the father. Ela lakahnuhu b'ma'ot. We bought it for cash. The amar lu al yedeh shibud chova vichem ba'alachem. You got this because of the note that your father had against me. Varehi lachem kirushat karka. It's like you inherited shelakacha vichem b'hayav. When he lent me the money and this piece was mishubad, it's like he bought it already from then. Okay.
I still don't get why you don't have to pay them back when you sold the house.
It depends when you sold the house. B'hayav or b'moto. No, by the way. If he sold the field, you could go collect it from the other people.
Yeah,
meaning, because the lien is on the property.
The lien goes with the property.
Right? So you follow the property trail.
But when they buy another property, if they are married, they put it on the wife's name. There's nothing you can do there.
Even on their names, it's not going to go to the father. It doesn't make a difference. Right? That's like putting property on the wife's name. Same type of story. Okay? Well said. Says the Gemara.
The new generation doesn't do that.
Huh?
That's more risky. More risky.
They keep it in the parents' name. Parents don't put it in the kids' names anymore.
Yeah,
they're scared. No, they don't do it. They're scared they're going to get DV. They don't want to lose it.
Amar Rabba, Reuven shemachar kol sedotav leShimon. You ready? Reuven sold all his fields to Shimon. One price. V'hazar Shimon umachar sadeh echad leLevi. Shimon sold that one field to Levi. Ve'ata ba'al chov de Reuven. And Reuven, the original owners, Baal Chov, came to collect. So who should he collect from? Why?
From Shimon.
Shimon has all the fields.
What? So now, from Shimon, let's see.
But Levi has a field next door to this guy's house.
Gove, ratza mizeh gove. He can collect from either one.
I think whoever pays, he will take it.
No. Whichever field he likes.
Levi's right next door.
You go to the soccer.
Velo Amaran, the one next door. Velo Amaran ela dezavna benonit. That's only if he sold him all of the benonites. Aval zavna idit viziburit. If he sold Levi, the rule is, right? We have different levels of property. You have ziburit, which is the zbale. You have idit, which is the prime, and benonit is middle. Right? A Baal Chov, when he comes to collect, he collects from benonit, from the middle. Nizakin.
What's the difference we collect from? Collect from wherever you can get money from.
What
does that mean?
The guy has 10 properties. He has Fifth Avenue in Manhattan.
He wants to take
He
property.
has Fifth Avenue in Brooklyn, and then he has Coney Island. Okay, so
Not bad, all three.
Starrett City,
East New York. East Brooklyn. Anyway.
Where do you want? Okay, 1 second. He has
The bullets are flying.
no. He has Philadelphia downtown. Right? What's it called?
Yeah.
He has Philadelphia.
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Ferguson.
He has it in downtown Baltimore. Okay, he's got a property over there. It will be hot in 100 years. So now, right? So they're all worth the same amount of money. But which one do you want? You get stuck with the one in Baltimore, it'll take you 17 years to sell it. It's worth it. You just got to wait for your buyer. You buy the one on Fifth Avenue, Manhattan. Tomorrow it's sold. So which one? Idit, a Nizikin takes Idit. Baal Chov Benonit. Ketubot Isha Ziburit. Right? So now he says if he bought Idit or Ziburit from the guy, Matzi Amar Levi.
Edith is the top, right?
What? Idit is the top. If he bought Idit or Ziburit, Levi, who's the guy that bought it from Shimon, could tell the Baal Chov of Reuven, Lahachi tarhe v'zavni ara de lo hazi alach. I bought these properties because I made sure to buy stuff that you couldn't take. This is not in your bracket, not in your bracket. Ubenonit nami lo amaran. Even if he took benonit, lo amaran ela de lo shavak benonit dechvate. He didn't leave a benonit by the guy. Aval Shavach benonit dechvate. If he left the benonit, matzi amar leiketel him hinachti lecha makom legvot menu. I left you a place to collect from. Let's see Rashi.
Who's answering that?
That is no Amar Rabba. Amar Rabba. Let's see. That's Levi. Levi's telling it to the Baal Chov of Reuven. Rashi. Kol sedotav b'shtar echad. One star. The b'shnei shtarot. If it will be two shtarot, ein govi mi Levi. You wouldn't be able to collect from Levi. Ela im ken lakach mi Shimon ota shelakach mir Reuven ba'acharona. He would only be able to collect if he bought from the second star. Why? Because what happens is like this. When you sell a field, let's say you have 10 fields, and you sell a field, first out consolidates the acharayut in the fields that are left, respectively.
Oh, the first one,
Meaning, he sells fields number 1, right? None of the Baalei Hov could collect from field number 1 unless field number 2 to 10 is finished. Because those are mishubadim. Now when they sell field number 2, right? You still can't collect unless, because you still, everything left is still there. So the achariyut sort of.
You have to clear everything.
Oh, when could you go to 1 and 2?
When number 10 is
when all the rest of them have been collected, right? So if Reuven sold the fields to Shimon in 2 shtarot, you can, once he sold number 1, all the achariyut went into the ones that are left. And then when he sold those, all the achariyut is primarily in those. You got to exhaust those, and then you could exhaust the first ones. Right, so you would only be able to collect from Reuven if he bought it, or if it was in the second one, from Shimon in the second one. The matzi amar leh niach lecha Shimon makom legvot menu. I left you a place to collect from. Kishalakach etzu ve'en zu b'shibudecha. This one is not in the shibud. Ve'en Ephraim nechasim mishubadim. You can't take stuff that's already sold. B'makom sheyesh b'nei chorin. Ratza mizeh goveh, ratza mizeh goveh. Uched mesayem ve'azil. Like he's going to say, the Zavan Levi mi Shimon Benonit. Levi bought from Shimon the Benonit. Sheshibud ba'al chov alea. That's where his shibud is. Velo shavak Benonit mishel Reuven etzel Shimon. He didn't leave any Benonit from Reuven by Shimon. Hilkach therefore. Ratzah legvot mi Shimon idit goveh. If he wants to collect from Shimon idit, he can collect. The Amarlei tells him, Ata lakachta kol asadot. You took all the fields. V'nichnasta tachat Reuven lehishtaabed lechovi, and you went instead of Reuven to be mishubad to my chov. The kol zman sheimtza mishel Reuven etzlecha. As long as I find something from Reuven by you, klum lo atriach et Levi. So in theory, Levi and Shimon both have one up and one down. Shimon is the guy that took over the whole shibud. So he almost becomes Reuven. You shouldn't go to Levi as long as you can get by Shimon.
You have to go first to Shimon, right? Before you go.
Right. L'chura. On the other hand, Levi took all the really collectible fields. He took all the Benonit. So there's two factors playing here. One is the right fields to collect from are by Levi. On the other hand, Shimon really accepted the Harayut. So Shimon comes first. Shimon comes first, then Levi comes first. So in the end, it's a tie. Choose from who you want. But it has to be a real tie. When is it a real tie? When Shimon bought it all at once, and Levi bought all the proper Benonits. So the Benonits are all by Levi. That says go to Levi. Shimon took all the fields first. It says go to Shimon. Which one wins? Neither. You take what you want. Let's see it again. Right? Ata lakachta kol asadot. You took all the fields. V'nichnasta tachad Reuven l'shtabed lechovi. So by buying all the fields, you basically accepted all Reuven's shibudim. V'kol zeman she'imsa mishel Reuven etzlecha. As long as I find by Reuven by you klum, lo atriach et Levi. I won't bother Levi. She'niach li makom legvot. That he left me place to collect. Ratzami Levi goveh. If he wants, he can collect from Levi. Kigonim lo yimtza etzel Shimon mishel Reuven ela ziburit. For example, if he doesn't find by Reuven, Shimon stuff from Reuven that's only ziburit, I'm not taking ziburit. Goveh mi Levi benonit mi Levi. I'll take the benonit from Levi. The amarle lakachta et shibudi. You took what I was supposed to collect from. Benonit, which is the benonit. Shedini mutal aleh. That's where I'm supposed to collect from. Even if Levi bought it straight from the Reuven. Let's say there was no Shimon. Let's say Levi went straight to the Reuven and he bought all the Benoni. You couldn't complain. You'd have to take Ziburi from the Reuven. Right? Lo haya yachol ba'al chov de Reuven lahazor alevi kedetnan in nifra'im min nechasim mishubadim. You can't go to mishubad properties. B'makom sheyesh ben chorim, as long as there's ben chorim. Va'afilu hen ziburit, even if the fields that he has left is garbage. Hatam hu de Reuven ba'al chovo. That's when Reuven is be'etzim the ba'al chov. It's totally free. Right? Ve'amur Rabbanan mipnei tikun ha'olam, in order to make the business work. Calls man sheyesh etzel ba'al chovo kedei chovo, as long as he can collect anything. Lo yitrof lekachot. Aval kan Shimon lav ba'al chovo. Shimon is not more responsible than Levi. Ve'af alav mikoch tirfal bam, coming to him also collecting stuff that he bought. So therefore you could go to either one. Amar Abaye. Abaye says, Reuven shemachar sadeh leShimon be'acharayut. Shimon sold the field to Reuven with acharayut. Ve'ata ba'al chov de Reuven ve'kat. What? Reuven sold to Shimon a field with acharayut. Ve'ata ba'al chov de Reuven ve'katarif leminem. Reuven's ba'al chov is coming to take it. Dinahu de'azil Reuven u'ma'aftzile. Reuven could go and appease him, pay him off. Right now, he's not paying him cash. Because cash, of course. Rashi, im yesh lo alav shum gilgul devarim, lahashov chov keneged chov, or ishtabali de lo peraticha. Right? He's going to go in and stop the collection. How? He says, you owe me money from something else. So therefore, let's cancel it out. Or, swear to me that you didn't pay. He could go stop it with some legal motion. Right? Dinahu, the azil Reuvenu maftile. He could deal with him. Velomatzi amar lei, he can't tell him. La val devarim did at. I'm not asking you for anything. You're not paying me. Why should I deal with you? I'm going after the guy that has the property that you owned when you lent me the money, and I relied on that. So why are you stopping me? Why? Mishum de amar lei, because he tells him, the mafkat mine alay hadar. Says it's not like you're not taking it from me, because Shimon is going to come back to me to collect. In effect, you're taking it from me one step removed. So therefore, I'm in this case, and I could bring all my ta'anot against you. What, you think you're going to skip me by going to Shimon and I'm not going to be able to discuss other business dealings that we had? And sort of get you off my back? Rava Amar, V'ika da'amri, others say, Filo shelo ba'hariyut nami. Even if I sold it to Shimon without a harayut, so I'm not going to pay for it, I could still come and get involved in the case. The Amar Lei, he says, Lo ni halid del teheve lei le Shimon taromot alai. I don't want him to ruin my ratings on eBay. I don't want him to have complaints. Now people are going to say, oh, you bought from the Reuven, hey, trouble.
4 stars.
Rashi. The mafkad mine alai hadar, ma she'ata motzi mimenu yahazor alai. V'ike da'amri afilu shelo ba'achariyut nami. Even without a hariyut mechara Reuven l'Shimon l'umatzi amar le ba'al chov l'Reuven la ba'al devarim didiat. Why? Because he's going to come back and collect from me. Amar Abaye. Amar Abaye. Reuven shemachar sadeh l'Shimon shelo ba'achariyut. Reuven sold the field to Shimon without a hariyut. V'yatzu alav iskin. And then there was claims against it. Orin, it wasn't Reuven. Field didn't belong to Reuven. Ad shelo yechezik ba. Before he took